How far does the desire to possess what does not belong to you go? Imagine having the entire universe at your disposal, being adorned with unimaginable beauty, possessing an intellect superior to any machine that man can create, and yet looking at the supreme throne and saying, "I want more." Today, we will explore the fall of the ancient celestial intelligences from a disturbing angle: cosmic greed. We will unveil how the insatiable desire to possess absolute glory without paying the price of sacrifice condemned these creatures to an eternal emptiness. If you are fascinated by uncovering the hidden mysteries in the lines of spirituality and the spiritual mind, be sure to subscribe to the channel and click the like button. This is essential for this message to reach more curious minds like yours. Shall we unravel this mystery? To understand the root of this transcendental greed, we first need to comprehend the abyss that separates their minds from ours. The human intellect is like a traveler discovering the path step by step. We fumble in the dark, learn over time, and process information slowly. But the celestial entities were created in a state of instant enlightenment. In the millisecond of their creation, the complete knowledge of the universe was injected into them. They did not need to study or deduce anything. They simply knew everything from the laws of cosmic physics to the profound nature of their own being and the task assigned to them. However, full perfection required a final step, a test to consolidate the fidelity of these formidable creatures. In this moment of trial, they were revealed a vision of perfections that were far beyond the nature they were created with. They glimpsed the ultimate reward, total union with the Creator, an incalculable glory. But there was a clear condition. To attain this greater greatness, they would have to sacrifice the desire to possess it through their own merit and humbly accept the exact role that had been given to them. That was when greed spoke louder. Part of those hosts were not content to receive the beatific vision as a gift conditioned on service. They looked at the absolute power and desired it as a possession, a trophy they wanted to snatch for themselves. Instead of accepting the limits of their own wonderful nature, unbridled ambition led them to covet the top of the divine hierarchy. They wanted to have divine privileges but refused subordination. It was an attempt at cosmic theft, executed with the coldest and most calculated intentions. The result of that greed was immediate and definitive destruction. Unlike us, human beings, who are often driven by ignorance, deceived by false promises, and therefore receive the benefit of forgiveness and repentance, these beings acted with mathematical clarity. They calculated all the losses, saw the eternal suffering that rejection would bring, and blinded by the greed to have what did not belong to them, they made the bet. And because they made this choice with perfect knowledge and without any shadow of doubt, their will became paralyzed in that state. Greed became the unchanging essence of who they are. This dark reality is attested by exorcists who have confronted these forces in the darkness for centuries. Reports show that these entities are fully aware of the misery they are in. They feel terrible remorse not for having offended God, but for having lost the chance to possess that greatness they so coveted. The frustrated ambition corrodes them, and incredibly, the sickly desire for power remains so fixed that even under absolute torment, they assert they would repeat the rebellion. Greed consumed them to the point that they prefer the hell of their own covetousness to bowing down to receive grace. It's a scary story that serves as a mirror for many of our own unchecked pursuits, don't you think? What do you think about this relentless greed that sealed their fate forever? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The discussion over there is always enriching. And before you leave, make sure your like is secured and that you are already part of our community. A strong hug, and see you on our next journey into the unknown.